I'm Nick Clark. I'm the Executive Director of the YMCA of Mount Vernon. Today I just want to talk about our 2018 Building a Better Us capital campaign, and it seems logical to start from the beginning. So this process started for us in 2013, and our organization, the board, was very intentional at that time of letting this process be very data driven. And so this process started for us in a SEER survey where we could collect data from the community, from our members, and go back to what people thought about us. And so we started to form these decisions based on the feedback that we got from that SEER survey. Again, 2013, a long time ago. One of the things that we're particularly proud of is that through this process from 2013 to now 2020, we stuck with our priorities. So the priorities that we had at the YMCA, and we identified and confirmed through these kind of data-driven capital decisions, were building efficiency, HVAC, HVAC, building functionality, safety and security, and accessibility. And I'm so proud that as an organization, as you go through the YMCA, each of those points shone through, and it's so easy to kind of get lost through the journey. But I'm so proud of our board, so proud of our organization that we stuck to priorities that we said were important to us all the way back in 2013. Here we are in conference room 2, and this is a room that makes me think of leadership. It makes me think of our board meetings, and so it seems appropriate to talk about the fundraising process and how this all developed, and maybe do a little storytelling on nonprofit versus a for-profit and how we would tackle capital development. So the main decision that a nonprofit makes versus a profit or a for-profit agency in the capital process comes down to the amount of debt that they're comfortable with taking on and the amount of cash that they saved up. In the nonprofit world, nonprofits run pretty lean. We don't have a lot of cash laying around, and the debt tolerance isn't really high. And so we rely on going out to the community and asking for support. And so that started for us in a room just like this with our board members, and we would go out to the community, and we went through this kind of iterative process of trial and error where you would take ideas out to the community and you would find out how likely you are to be supported. And speaking of support, we got it. We were supported in a large way by the Ariel Foundation, who gave us a lead gift of $1.5 million. This gift was not only $1.5 million, but it was a matching grant. And it was really a challenge from that organization to ours to make what would be our eventual goal of a $3 million capital campaign. That led us to this process of seeking this broad base of support. And so through the capital process, we gained over 200 donors to our capital campaign. And we had a great gift of $300,000 from the Knox County Foundation. And that $300,000 was in honor of this shared kind of magnate for both of our organizations, and that's Beatty B. Williams, or B.B. Williams, as he's lovingly known in our world. And so that's how we go through this process. But it was very much step by step, back and forth. And what that builds for us is just this engagement and this trust in the process, that you're truly working with these amazing individuals that come out and support you in a huge way in order to build a larger campaign. One of the most amazing parts about the entire process is the actual construction and the actual renovation of the facility. And one thing that we wanted to point out is we at the YMCA, the staff, the board, did our own sweat equity. So it was us swinging sledgehammers, knocking down walls, and really putting our own blood, sweat, and tears into this place, literally. We worked with modern builders, and one of the most fascinating parts of the project is that we had almost no operational downtime. We had 3 days that this organization had to close to install a new electrical panel, and that is it. So we worked with modern builders. They did a phenomenal job, and I'm just so pleased as you see the exterior of the building on how this project transformed. So one of the most important things about any project is actually how you finish the project. And so we can't talk about finishing the project without addressing the pandemic, which for us happened towards the end of our project. And so In February, we accomplished one of our biggest milestones during the whole process, which was the completion of our fitness center. About 3 weeks later, the Y shut down, and we were closed like everybody else for 2 months. We opened back up on May 26th. During that time, we began our outside work. So we finished up landscaping, we finished up the parking lot and the asphalt work, the outdoor work that we could. And now we're bringing the project to a close with storytelling and donor recognition. And that's such an important part of this project. We really want to talk about some of the rich history that this organization has in philanthropy and tell some of the great stories that have happened within these walls. So we hope that you've enjoyed this tour of the Y and getting to experience it virtually. Thank you so much for your support in this project, in this undertaking. You know, one of the best things that you can do for a donor is just use their money wisely and be a great steward of that cash. And so hopefully we've showed you that today. We're so proud of making this project a reality. Thank you so much.